As I'm sure you know by now, Mayor Bloomberg wants to ban large quantities of soda being sold at one time, such as 2 liters. I've even seen 3 liters. I don't know if this would stop a consumer from being able to buy it at, say, a grocery store or a dollar store. Nor do I know if this would increase the taxation of soda in question. But what I do know is that you wouldn't be able to buy, say, a 2 liter with your pizza as How the World Works did. And this is the same mentality as the one that severely regulated tobacco to the point we are today, where the only time you can fucking smoke a cigarette is in your house, under a blanket, crouched down, nobody looking at you, and it's fucking ridiculous. Tobacco is not nearly as detrimental as they make it out to be, and in fact has many health benefits that everyone is just ignoring. Yes, cigarettes themselves are probably not the healthiest thing for you, but there are far worse things for you. There are far worse ways to be killing yourself than cigarettes. In fact, things we do every day and take for granted because, oh, it benefits society. Guess what? There's nothing more detrimental to your health than fucking working every day in your stressful environment, getting the shit pay that you do, and no appreciation whatsoever. But are they going to ban employment? Of course not. So, it's retarded to suggest that the rest of us should have to suffer and not be able to have our own personal choices in life just because someone else deems it unhealthy. That is moderator logic. And you know what? Despite all I'm saying here, I know some people are going to be pissed off about this, but this is part of the reason why I hate Mr. Rep Zion. Because I know damn well he's going to support this. I know damn well, as much as he talks about how he's a liberal Christian, and as much as he says that he's an understanding person, doesn't shove his religion down anybody's throat, that I know goddamn well that he's going to be in favor of regulating tobacco and keeping marijuana illegal, and, you know, prohibition on alcohol, and taxation on soda, and censorship of television programs, and creating the multifaceted nanny state, because that's his mindset. Whether or not it has to do with his religion, I don't know. Possibly not, considering the fact that he isn't a dogmatic Christian, just a wannabe, just a watered-down, wishy-washy, neo-pagan Christian. But the fact is, he still has that mentality, and that's the problem. The problem isn't his fundamentalism, the problem is his actions, the problem is his ideology, and that applies to everybody. Not just Mr. Rep Zion, but not everybody has 11,000 views per video, as Mr. Rep Zion does. So that's why I mention him. And that's what this basically comes down to. Either you're for freedom or you aren't. I know a lot of people don't like to pigeonhole it like that, but it's true. How can you say that you're for freedom in any regard if you're not going to let people just basically do what they want? How does someone drinking a 2 liter out of a 2 liter bottle affect you in any way? What? Because then that person might have diabetes later on in life and that costs you health care? Oh, wait a minute. We don't have universal health care. Last I checked, health care was private. So that means they're going to have to pay for it, not you. And even if you did have to pay for it, you'd be getting free health care too. So the point is moot. Either which way, it does not affect you. But yet, because in your mind, soda's bad, everyone else has to pay for it. And same thing with tobacco, same thing with alcohol, same thing with marijuana. And it's bullshit. I have to deal with that shit every single day from fucking moderators, so I know exactly how it feels. That's why out of everybody, I sympathize most with people that are stoners, smokers, alcoholics, even drug addicts. Even fucking drug addicts understand better than most of you white privileged son of a bitches. Because they understand that just because they might have their own personal problems, their own personal demons they have to deal with, it doesn't mean they deserve half the shit they get, half the presumptions about their personality, or the fact that we have this tyrannical environment that says that you are a hardened criminal just because you're doing a substance they do not like. And you know why those substances are illegal? It has nothing to do with the damage they cause. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you any other time. Like I said, you work this stressful job that pays you shit for wages and, puts you through all this pressure of having to adhere to these ridiculous standards. They don't care about your life. The reason why cocaine is illegal is because cocaine is easy to reproduce. Just like marijuana. Marijuana is a weed. And guess what? Weeds don't take anything to grow. They grow by themselves. And that's why it's illegal. Because then they wouldn't be able to sell you fucking Xanax and Zoloft because they have to grow that in a laboratory. But weed could just grow out in your yard. A bird could drop a few weed seeds and bam, there you go, you have marijuana. So that's why it's illegal. Because it would be impossible to regulate as much as they would like to be able to make money off of it. I mean, they could tax marijuana, but what would be the point if you could fucking grow your own? And that's what prohibition comes down to. Prohibition essentially is when the bourgeoisie figures out that they cannot make enough money off of something by just taxing and regulating it. So then they just outright ban it. The same way forum moderators figure out that they cannot get someone to adhere to their ridiculous standards by regulating them, by imposing stupid rules and warning them, threatening them, so then they just ban them. It's the same shit. So that's what this all comes down to. And I guess I really have nothing more to say here other than, it's only in New York, but I know how this works. It goes on in one state, and then another state thinks, oh, well, that's a good idea. I think we should do that too. And then it just passes on and passes on. And, it's a shame because, not that I really care. I mean, like I said, I could get soda anyway. Like I said, I don't know how it would affect, if you could buy it in a grocery store, or if it'll affect the taxation of the soda. It'll probably affect the price of soda. But to say whether good or bad, I don't know. Because if you can't sell them in 2 liters at Pizza Hut, for example, would that lower the price since there'd be less of a demand for soda, or would it raise the price? Blah, blah. It'll probably just raise the price anyway, because the bourgeoisie will dictate that it raises the price, even if it does not make mathematical sense, because guess what? They're the capital owners. They get to do what they want to, and you gotta suck their dick anyway. That's what it fucking comes to. So, out of all of this, the thing I'm gonna miss the most is, calling pizza places and ordering a bunch of pizzas for these fucking pro-moderator attorneys. By the way, while I cannot remember your names at the moment, I hope you're enjoying your pineapple double meat pizza with an extra 2 liter to wash it down with. You fucking pieces of shit that don't know anything about the law. So, I guess that's it.